Big news! Minecraft 26.3 is officially out now. This might be slightly confusing to some because according to Mojang's official update tracker, this should be the autumn drop. So what exactly has happened here? Allow me to explain because Mojang are not making this clear. That is to say, for the Java version of the game, although interestingly, on the same day we didn't get a Bedrock beta, that is coming out later today, or as you're watching this video, but they brought out a snapshot where they decided to refine a feature from last week's Bedrock beta. So this is the tutorial world that was put out there. I made a converted version, and a lot of people were wondering, could you download it? I don't know if we can link to that from YouTube, but apparently it's on the Discord server if you would like to find it. But anyway, the important thing here is that in the latest snapshot, they decided to implement some changes from a very recent Bedrock beta. You might have heard about them removing the top level trade, the level 5 trade, and my first instinct, by the way, has to be, man, trading on Bedrock and Java is so wildly different. But my second instinct is that, wow, after we get through to level 5, you're going to notice there is a new top-level trade that I can't help but looking at myself. You see, if you finally do manage to get to the top level, despite how wildly different it looks from Bedrock to Java, you'll notice that after we buy all of these things, that there is a level 5 trade on Java that is hugely different. A lot of people were speculating that it could be a top-level enchanted book, but Minecraft decided to go with yellow and red candles. These will cost you 3 emeralds by default, 2 if you use the discounted trades on Java for having traded with a villager a lot. You get the reverse on Bedrock, very interesting. But this is really interesting in my opinion because you can now buy yellow and red candles, and a lot of people say this is pointless. And my first instinct is, yeah, honestly, just red and yellow is a little silly. What are we going for with these two colors? I think it should be the possibility for all candles, personally, or at least a more pointed color candle than just red and yellow. But what I do have to say is that even though this seems pointless to many, spending 2 or 3 whole emeralds on a single candle, the truth is honeycomb is a pain for some people, and so another option to obtain it is better than nothing. Although, could they have done better than red and yellow candles? I feel like yes, but these are a decent placeholder trade that no one will be mad at if they ever do remove it. Speaking of things that Minecraft are hoping will never be removed, let's quickly talk about that 26.3 update. And while we do so, let me show you one of my favorite corners that I discovered while playing around with this. This old tutorial world that we were never meant to see has the strangest thing if we go through here. But while we talk about that, let's talk about 26.3 because it's a brand new Minecraft update that released, again, for Bedrock only, and with only 1 bug fix in there. So why is it that they called it 26.3? Because this is actually Minecraft 1.26.3. That is the official internal title. And 1.26.3 should be called 26.03, but apparently they've decided not to add the zeros there, because who is going to get confused besides apparently literally thousands of people? So anyway, the interesting thing here is that 26.3 is out now, and it exists basically to bug fix a single thing. This confusion should go away after 26.10 releases, which is, of course, the tiny takeover, and it's coming very, very, very soon. Also, the craziest thing is they dug a tunnel all the way across the map that you would never see, especially because we never got access to this. Why is it there, and why does it need to be hidden? I have so many questions. But you know what else I have questions about? Well, perhaps biggest of all is the fact that after seeing Minecraft Pocket Edition and Minecraft PlayStation 3, followed by all other Minecraft console editions leak, how it is that that managed to happen, and then in the exact same week, we got Minecraft Dungeons full 27 source code leaking. This is Mwam, a well-known Minecraft leaker. I have no idea how they managed to get their hands on the full source code, but there is so much to be found for the Minecraft Dungeons people out there, which is exciting. It's crazy because Minecraft Legends source code would leak and everyone would go, well, that is just the same amount of interest I'm paying to the gamers right now, but Minecraft Dungeons does have a dedicated fan base, and I'm excited to see exactly what comes out of this. There are some clearly unused files, names, and assets, but exactly what all that means is just something wild I'm going to be keeping my eyes on, but I felt like you had to know immediately right now, just like how you have to know immediately right now that Minecraft, or Mojang Studios to be more precise, are looking to hire a brand new senior technical designer. I'm not doing this as some ad to let let you know about the job, although maybe if you're interested you should apply, but instead because of the fact that Minecraft's job application page is one of the few ways that we can see what they're looking to do as a studio outside of what they publicly announce. Because if they're looking for someone to do something, it gives us an idea that that is something Mojang is looking to do. You see what I'm saying there? So if Minecraft are hiring a senior technical designer to have responsibility for designing and implementing gameplay mechanics in Unreal Engine 5, it tells us that Minecraft are making a game in Unreal Engine 5. We know that's not any of the Minecraft series that exist right now, be that Legacy, 3DS, Bedrock, or Java. None of those have anything to do with Unreal Engine 5, and so as a result, we can be fairly sure that this is what Minecraft's next game is going to be, and so they are bringing a brand new game out there. But what exactly is it going to be? Well, it's going to have game quests and gameplay elements that need to be brought to life from idea to implementation. It's going to have iterative design and implementation work, as well as bug fixing for quests and other gameplay systems. The idea is to test, evaluate, and balance your systems. Well, that's actually important. And then basically, they want to make sure that you are very qualified with all of these things if you want to do so. But on top of all of those, they interestingly point out that one of the qualifications they'd like is experience with and understanding of what makes Minecraft what it is. Or at least they say that's considered a plus. I think that that is a massive indication that yes, Minecraft is bringing out a brand new game that will have quests and other gameplay systems, and of course, based on the fact that it's Unreal Engine 5, I think is actually going to be a fairly major game. This is a fascinating thing in my opinion, and I really am so curious about what they're up to, because ever since Minecraft Legends launched, Minecraft have been on this massive kick of not just releasing stuff like they were before. We had seen major spin-offs coming out very regularly, and now we're seeing this giant gap, and so maybe given the, let's be honest, the less than stellar success, that's how you say failure politely, of Minecraft Dungeons, I figure maybe, just maybe, we are about to see something incredible. Will we be seeing it at Minecraft Live? Well, I mean, we don't have anything to actually indicate that, but I'm excited nonetheless. I think that this has been going on for years, and the fact that they're looking to, the fact that their number of applications about this game have gone from dozens down to one tells me that the team is mostly put together and that they're just looking to replace someone who was already on this job. And so, in my opinion, I think that this game is fairly far along, and we're just basically waiting for the announcement now. Minecraft Live, or indeed the Xbox Game Showcase, or the other Minecraft Live, are all great opportunities. And will one of those come to fruition? We'll have to find out. But speaking of Minecraft Live, we have a decent indication of when it's going to be, thanks to a brand new beta. Although, at time of recording, it's still not out here. It's meant to be releasing on Wednesday, but I don't have access, and I actually have to go. So let me give you the rest of this from my train ride. Update from the very rough-smelling train bathroom. The brand new beta has just dropped. It's 21.10.26. Which I think is actually perfect symmetry. But what's interesting about this is it is a 26.10 beta. This is notable not just because of the fact that they have made that last change about candles onto Bedrock. Very exciting. Now red and yellow candles can exist over there as the master level trade. It's a great placeholder. It's better than doing nothing, in my opinion. But also, crucially, this is another beta, another preview for the 26.10 cycle. This is March the 4th right now, meaning if they wanted to get this update out by, March, let me do the maths on the spot right now, 19th, if they wanted to get it out in 2 weeks, this had to be a week where it goes in certification, but instead this is almost certainly the last beta and preview, but that means that we are getting both Minecraft Live near the end of the month, but also this drop too. They are probably moving this to the very last week that it can release. While still being in March, this train is wobbling a lot. I'm not used to that in a bathroom. Anyway, and so that is the important thing about the 21, 26, 20... whatever, it's a long version number, no one knows it, but that one right there. And now, since we're talking about news anyway, I feel like, and I love talking about Jeb's tweets, but I saw one that just got me really passionate recently, so I have to share that with you. Jeb, I think mending should be removed completely because it allows players to avoid interacting with the game's main mechanics. That's why survival sucks so much nowadays. And the response: controversial opinion. This is Jeb explicitly saying that he doesn't agree with it, but still I think many people believe mending is going to go away. But the truth is that Jeb has a lot to say, but the most useful thing he's said in a long time is this advice that he gave for Forever World, and I think that it's so useful that I wanted to share it right here today. And so, hello, I'm AbyaXToyCat, and you can subscribe by the way, but first of all we need to mention that Jeb is active on Blue Sky, just like he was in the old Twitter days, and he's responded to a lot of comments about a lot of topics. It's given us a lot of cause for thinking about how the Red Dragon is probably shelved, or indeed recently about how he believes that Minecraft does have magic, with items such as the Totem Undying. But one of his most interesting pieces of advice came on a thread where he didn't understand quite what was being said. So Civic Kitty said that 2-week phase players will always demand dungeon DLC level updates, in other words, massive content for Minecraft, but this isn't good for developer health, and that rarity can only benefit early birds or annoying 5-year-olds, while a much more rewarding loot system would encourage longer worlds and even interesting custom dungeon builds. And Jeb's response was, I don't quite follow what you're talking about, but the point about impermanence is that Minecraft is a journey and not a destination. I love that you are talking about a forever world, but forever shouldn't mean it's static and never changes. This is such a good piece of advice, and perhaps the most important single thing that I would tell anyone about a forever world, and so let me explain to you, backed by Jeb, exactly what you need to do if you want to have a true forever world. This is something that is important and desired by many in Minecraft, but many link it to the idea of nostalgia, and they love looking around a forever world that has 2012 world gen or whatever, and this is a cool feature, sure, but just like how real life has nostalgia, we don't keep everything exactly how it was 100 years ago, even though we had some pretty cool buildings, because we also had some absolutely ones, if we're being entirely honest. The truth about managing to keep something around forever is to not say, let's wipe everything and start it again constantly, but instead say that you need to actually balance the best of what the past has with the best of what you can do right now, and statistically speaking, unless you're like, I don't know, 95, you're probably getting better at everything you do every single day, and that should include playing Minecraft or building in your world. And so the challenge is to see those new ideas or those new builds or the new whatever you're doing, and to see that as a part of the journey towards moving towards what you want to do. And so Jeb is 100% right, except actually I want to, as much as I think this is the most useful single piece of advice, the person who added them, Civet Kitty, actually says that they are an avid Forever World enjoyer, and they were kind of triggered by your recent remarks on tools not being permanent because they think limits and rarity are killing the longevity of a Minecraft world. Forever World players are keeping chunk generation to a minimum, and structures in servers are always looted. This is why they think rare should be replaced with rewarding, and then they say imagine an ominous vault that spawns mini bosses instead of just a loot box. This way you can add the 30-minute cooldown, and so it is worth pointing out that although Minecraft Forever Worlds not existing is probably more your fault than any developer including Jeb, I do think it's 100% true that especially in multiplayer, chunk generation becomes a whole nightmare, and indeed every structure is just pre-looted, and it's a problem that Minecraft worked on a solution for, but what's kind of crazy about the modern game is you can describe that for so much of it. They worked out that instead of having one chest that you loot once, instead you could have yourself a trial spawner that gives every player something different, and then they decided, but that's like something that's only for this one structure ever. Minecraft worked out how to fix the combat, and then they decided, but that's only for these snapshots. We'll add it to the game in, I don't know, the 2030s sometime if we're lucky. This is something that I think is a really weird kind of like relationship that Minecraft has, where they have all these great ideas, but all of the ideas kind of exist separately to each other despite sharing the same game. Well, I mean, I say despite sharing the same game, but it seems as though they're going to be sharing multiple games soon. But anyway, with that said, I have to say that I am excited to see a brand new update. Well, the tiny transformation, the tiny takeover, and I'm also excited to see 26.3, if only because bug fixing is happening, but mostly I'm excited for when this actually comes out, and now that we are so close to that, I think that is a rather fun thing to see, and hopefully you agree. But with that said, I hope you all enjoyed today's news video. There are so many major Minecraft projects happening around the place, I figured it would be worth actually going through and giving you an update on all of that, so we'll be doing some of that later this week. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.